Hey, 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 hey.
Hey.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 27 of Painting the Chat podcast. Sitting over there is my co-host, Mr. Sean Michaud. Sean, how's it going this evening?
Not too shabby, not too shabby. How are you? Just
I
enjoying
am.
the Labor Day weekend?
Yeah. It's a good time to kind of sit back, relax, kind of take in, this wonderful time to spend with family or by yourself. Sometimes you need that time to just kind of relax and be away from work and do whatever you feel is best for you during this time. So, Sean, how have you been enjoying your Labor Day weekend? I know it's pretty busy down by the beach.
Actually the weekend I really haven't been watching stuff. We had people over. I've been just busy all weekend. So Kelsey and David had a few friends over.
Nice.
Hung out with my friend yesterday, so it's been busy. I haven't been able to watch sports until just before.
Yeah.
I just been watching tennis actually, honestly, all week.
And we'll get into that too.
Every time I try to watch the Sox, because I always forget that they're on
Yep.
at the weirdest times. Like in the week,
that's true.
Like during the week, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch the game tonight at 7 while I watch tennis. Nope, they already played it, and I'm already watching a match.
They play at like 4:00 on like a Tuesday afternoon, and you're like, what is going on here?
Sometimes the 1:00 game on Thursday for some reason.
Yeah, it's really weird when you look at their schedule, especially this year. It seems like it's been a little bit off.
How have you been?
Spending time with family. Yeah. Spending time with family this weekend, just kind of hanging out. Gonna go see Auntie Jen tomorrow in Salem, New Hampshire. Just gonna hang out by the pool and eat some good food or whatever else. So good way to spend a Labor Day. And we hope all of you out there are also spending a fantastic Labor Day the way that you feel is best. But Sean, let's get into the topics this evening. Let's get into what is straight off the bat this evening. We had a couple of our teams play today. Let's get into one of them, and then we'll get into the last 10 games, some of the stats surrounding it. Boston Red Sox today against your Pittsburgh Pirates. I mean, interesting series overall for the Red Sox. Pirates come in here not really playing for much at this point in terms of the standings or playoff hopes.
To try to hurt other teams, and they kind of did. They hurt us on Friday and Saturday. I know we took the game today, which was really needed for Jarren Duran's first inside the park home run.
Big shout out to Jarren Duran. Congrats on the inside the park home run. Some good stuff. Love seeing Jarren Duran perform like that.
Like to see.
Yeah, I mean, especially leading into the playoff race, which of course we'll get into as well with the wild card battle. But it's interesting to see a team like Pittsburgh come in and try to play spoiler. I mean, the New York Yankees right now are on a 7-game win streak.
I mean, I think they're doing better right now for the Blue Jays and the Red Sox. They're just figuring out right now what they're doing, and I know we're literally half a game back from the Yankees, and we're only 3.5 games back from the Blue Jays. So we have, I don't know how many games we have left. About 30 games left, I think.
Yeah, I think we're approaching quickly that below 30 mark.
It's gonna get real interesting if we keep up like this pace. We could see either one of the three teams getting number one, depending how the Blue Jays do and how we do. And I mean, right now the Yankees are on a hot streak, like you said. So,
yeah, the Red Sox are. I have to say today was a good day for the Red Sox in terms of turnaround. You dropped 2 against the Pirates early on. Spencer Horwitz, O'Neill Cruz, Brian Reynolds comes in a couple different times and gets major hits when he needed to. Pittsburgh Pirates rotation. I mean, you're talking about Paul Skeens against Peyton Tolley. We'll get into Peyton, of course, coming up here in his debut. Going immediately right from Portland to Worcester, and then from Worcester to the Red Sox right away. But Bubba Chandler, I just want to ask you, the Pirates are one of those teams you kind of look at and you're like, okay, this is a team that started off really hot this season. We were like, okay, maybe this is it. With Andrew McCutchen back, maybe they're playing for Andrew to try to give him a little something. The Pirates are one of those teams very similar to Kansas City, which of course now Kansas City is in the hunt. They've been able to figure it out and turn it around. But Pittsburgh's one of those teams that you sit back and look at, similar to the Athletics as well. Young talent, guys that are coming up, guys that are figuring out how to play ball and play spoiler at different times. John, how close are the Pirates to becoming a wild card team? Do they need a couple more pieces? Do they need to keep calling up young kids? What do you think?
I think they're going to need a couple more pieces, especially with the hitting. Maybe a couple relief pitchers here and there. I mean, unless they sign, unless they don't trade Polskins away, they're not going to. But hypothetically, if they do, they should. I think they could be. They could easily be a number one seed game, not just a wild card, but like if they figure things out. I think they're gonna have to do that during the offseason. We know that they're in rebuilding mode. I don't see Andrew McCutchen coming back at all.
This is
probably his last year. They have to figure things out.
Yeah. I mean, even on the managerial end, too, you guys are going to be going for a managerial hunt in the offseason to try to find somebody to, help run this team. I know that the players are playing for their guy right now, but, there's going to be an option to try to really go out and get somebody, who could lead this team. I mean, you think of somebody like a Rocco Baldelli, who's been in Minnesota, who, we saw Rocco play for the Tampa Bay Devil Rays back in the day. He was a great ball player. He knows. So this is the thing. He's a hitter's manager. And the problem was that Minnesota had guys like Carlos Correa and others that were just being so stubborn and whatever else. And they basically looked at Rocco and were like, we don't need your help, which is, that's not what that wasn't beneficial for the franchise. You have a team like Pittsburgh who's bringing up young bats, who's got people like by the way, big shout out to Jared Triolo, New Hampshire, right? Who's playing in Major League Baseball, Nashua kid playing in baseball. Really great to see that. Got to bring in somebody like Rocco Baldelli who'll be able to look at those hitters, give them options, give them opportunities. He's my favorite to become the next manager of the Pittsburgh Pirates right now. But I know there's going to be other people out there who could easily take on that role.
I mean, I think I think they got to trade O'Neal Cruz. I mean,
so of all the pieces to trade, O'Neal Cruz, you feel is the one.
I mean, he could hit the home runs, but it's the hits. He's not. His average is at 204 this season.
Right.
That's not what the Pirates want from him for a center fielder.
No.
Yeah.
No, and it doesn't seem like that's beneficial for the Pirates right now. They need somebody who's going to get on base, somebody who's going to drive in runs, somebody who's going to actually move the team forward. I mean, O'Neal Cruz was in the home run derby. I understand he's really popular on that end. But imagine the prospect pickups you could get for somebody like O'Neal Cruz if you sent him to, let's just say the Cubs or to somewhere else, right? Like somebody like that would give up some decent prospects, specifically probably one more pitcher in the bullpen, and then probably a couple more batters to come on in and replace an Andrew McCutchen. I don't see Brian Reynolds coming back for the Pirates necessarily either. I think his time is up in Pittsburgh, unfortunately. But there's just so many good hitters that are going to come out of the end of the season and the beginning or even into the postseason from farm systems and everything else that we're going to see call up. So, Sean, you keep saying it. September's right around the corner. Rosters are expanding. We're going to learn about a lot of young guys who are going to become pieces in the offseason for teams to trade.
It'll be interesting to see who gets called up during this time for the Pirates and see how they do for next year upcoming and see what they want to fit in, especially when spring training comes around for next year, for the next season.
I mean, I'm just looking at the Washington Nationals who are in full rebuild mode and teams like that, outfielders like Dylan Cruz, like CJ Abrams at shortstop. Like those are two guys right there, CJ Abrams and Dylan Cruz, that I could see playing in Pittsburgh that they could go out and make a decent trade for. I could see an O'Neal Cruz for Dylan Cruz and CJ Abrams trade, right? Like go let the Nationals go and build around why am I O'Neal Cruz. I just said Dylan Cruz, O'Neal Cruz.
I was thinking like wait. No,
yes.
Boo. This is what you get. Boo.
I get the boost for that one. But like really build around it. I mean, you saw what the Red Sox are doing this season, Sean. They call up Roman Anthony. We'll get into this guy right now. Which, by the way, Peyton Tolley, folks, ladies and gentlemen, absolute beast. Number one, comes up, faces Paul Skeens, has a pretty good outing, Sean. It just was the bullpen that wasn't able to keep it up for him.
Yeah. I didn't watch the game. I saw some of the clips, but like he's gonna be nasty coming up. I don't know much about him, honestly.
Right? Yeah. No, I think we're all still learning a lot more about Peyton Tolley as well.
But I'm looking. Apparently, fun fact: he's became the first Red Sox pitcher to record 8+ strikeouts for the MLB debut since Daisuke Matsuzaka.
Yep. So 2 Red Sox hold that record, which is pretty crazy. He's pretty promising. I mean, I see him like a Bubba Chandler in Pittsburgh.
No, it's for the MLB debut.
For the MLB debuts, yes, correct. Debut, correct. Yeah. Right. And, they call up Peyton Tolley, Sean, and then something else happens. And I know you have some news around this as well, but I just want to kind of briefly outline. Peyton Tolley comes up. Walker Buehler, who the Red Sox invested quite a bit into to bring from LA, from a championship Dodgers team.
In the news, for us in this past week. We didn't know what was going on. I didn't find out he was leaving the Sox until like a few days ago, and then right before this before we started recording, breaking news: Jeff Passan, literally 2 hours ago, not an hour ago. Walker Buehler is going to Philadelphia Phillies.
We don't like that. No. We don't like that.
And it says he's going to be available to play in the postseason for them. So
I'm curious to see how they use him, because I know they've had issues. Jesus Luzardo was suspended because of some stuff he did on the mound. He was running his mouth. Do they put Walker Buehler in the bullpen? Because that seems to be the place where the Phillies need their most help right now. Because they couldn't go out and get a Ryan Helsley. They didn't go out and get, any other real rotational help or bullpen help at the end of the day. So I'm just really curious where they're going to play Walker Buehler in that rotation or bullpen.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they start to use them for like starting pitching for the rest of the season and see how well he does, and then once the postseason comes, do they make the change of him just doing that or going straight to the being a relief pitcher only for the postseason?
That's a really good question.
Again, we don't know who's going to be coming up for when they're expanding the roster.
Right. Who the Phillies are going to bring up. Is it one of those easy signings that's like, okay, we're going to give him a shot here, but if we end up calling somebody from Reading who pitches really well, do they let him go? It's one of those interesting factors. Yes, he's available for the postseason, but whether he makes it to the postseason and can impress the Phillies enough right now, either in the starting rotation, like you're saying, start a few games, show us what you got, or being used out of the bullpen, it's either going to work or it's not. And for the Red Sox, it didn't work. And I think a lot of Red Sox fans, it sounds like, are a little bit upset about that, because Craig Breslow talked very highly of the acquisition of Walker Buehler in the rotation, how he would fit into it, and it just hasn't. Then you guys extend a Roldis Chapman, so it's like it's the complete opposite reactions.
You know what? I mean, at this point, I don't care. I like Chapman better. Sign him more.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad. Because I think he'll be nasty next year. I think we're going to do much better next year than this year.
Yeah. And it seems to be the direction that the Red Sox are heading in. They expect to make the playoffs. They expect to do some good things. But I don't think it's World Series or bust year for the Red Sox.
No. I mean, I feel the same way as talking about your Mets, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, yes.
I mean, but I don't know what's going on with them. Like their offense is like insane right now, and they're still losing.
Yeah. No, it's extremely frustrating.
I think in the last week they got like almost 50 runs. I mean, they had that one game that was 19, and then recently it was 13.
Yeah.
14. What was it? I gotta look at the scores.
14-4, 14-5.
And I don't know, I know you guys lost today against the Marlins, of course.
We did. We'll get into that with box scores coming up here. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say since August 19th.
Yeah.
When I read, can you do math for me?
I got it. I got you on the math.
Okay. I'm just gonna read the scores for the Mets. Okay, since August 19th, 8-1. So I'm going just the Mets.
Yep.
Okay, Mets. So it's 8, and then 4, 3, 12, 9, 3, 13, 6, 4, 19, 8, and then 1. How many runs is that?
That's 84 runs.
That's since August 19th. That's almost 2 weeks.
84 runs, but we're losing games.
You guys probably like a 500 record there, I'm guessing.
Yep. I would say that would add up about right. And the problem with the New York Mets right now is that, number one, we can't trust Clay Holmes anymore.
It's your pitching right now.
The pitching is just not working. The fact that we are losing to teams like the Marlins, who are figuring it out, they're not going to make it in the playoffs, but they're figuring it out late here. And we invested so much into Kodai Senga, and Kodai he gave up 5 runs today. Like he's responsible for all 5 runs that the Marlins had. And it's just really frustrating to see that when the pitching slumps early, the bats can't get motivated. And Francisco Lindor falls short, and Pete falls short, and Brandon Nimmo falls short. And the worst one of all is Juan Soto. When the Mets are down, Juan just completely freezes.
Yeah, I mentioned that in the last podcast a week ago, and it's still happening.
And it's so frustrating to watch. Like, I even tweeted out today, I said, I'm not sure I can watch this game because I get my hopes up. They get runners on and they leave them there. And the fact that it's coming at home too, the Mets historically in August, beginning of September, are so good at home. I'll have to find the stat for the next episode, but they are historically so good at the end of August, beginning of September at home.
I want to see the record from last year's August to this year's August. Because I know you guys were in different positions then. You guys were you were in a wild card position. Like, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're there. It's just it's whether Cincinnati can fall off, and Cincinnati won again 7-5 today. We'll get into the box scores here, so that we can get the full picture of what that looks like. But it's just Before I get frustrated, let's get into box scores. Let's talk about what's going on in terms of scores around the league. We'll get into the last 10 games. We'll get into the wild card battle. We'll get into Naomi versus Coco in the U.S. Open. We're going to get into Julian Sagan and everything that happened with Ohio State and Texas. That's coming up, folks. Let's do it. It's time for... What I love even more is pour it over box scores. Yeah. That is right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get into those box scores this evening. Of course, let's get into what's going on in Major League Baseball across the league. Sean, the Atlanta Braves are taking on the Philadelphia Phillies tonight, two teams that I cannot stand, but I will say it right here, right now. I really would love for the Atlanta Braves to beat the Philadelphia Phillies. That is exact. I cannot believe that I am saying that right now, but I am saying
No, I agree with you. I hate the Phillies as much as you do. Not as much as the Braves, but go Braves, I guess.
I guess so. Rare occurrence. The Cincinnati Reds, of course, beat the St. Louis Cardinals earlier today to make it 2.5 between them and the New York Mets for that wild card spot, 7-4. The Minnesota Twinsies beat the San Diego.
I have to say, I feel bad for you, but good. I love that the Reds are doing good, though.
It is nice to see. I will admit it is. The Minnesota Twins beat the San Diego Padres today, 7-2. Sean, Xander Bogaerts out the rest of the year. Bad play at shortstop. What does that mean for the San Diego Padres? Now they got to figure out what to do at shortstop.
I don't think they're gonna make it. I mean, I think he's a. I mean, not all the way, but they're still gonna make it. It's gonna be tough.
It's rough stuff.
It's tough with that Bogaerts. He's a very essential part of that team right now.
I would say so. I mean,
especially for defense. Not saying his offense is good this year, but we'll see how the Padres do coming up without him.
Yeah,
I hope the best for them, I guess.
Yeah, I know they were keeping it tight with the Dodgers there. We'll see if that affects that at the end of the day. The Boston Red Sox defeat those Pittsburgh Pirates today, 5-2. Jarren Duran inside the park home run once again. Congrats to our man, Mr. Jarren Duran, on that inside the park home run. Sean, great stuff from the Red Sox today. They need to keep riding this into the next series.
They really need to. They really need to. I can't wait to see how that goes. I think they're playing. Hold on, let me look it up. They're playing the Guardians tomorrow. So
yes, they are. 1:10 start.
It's going to be a. Well, I don't know if I'm going to watch that because I don't know when Coco's playing tomorrow. Coco.
That's right.
No, I'm not watching it because it's a one. You said a 1:30 start.
1:10.
1:10. It's literally Coco and Naomi playing at 1:10 tomorrow.
Jeez, the way that they timed that up.
I have to watch that. I'm sorry, Red Sox.
Talk about timing, too. The Tampa Bay Rays defeat the Washington Nationals. Tampa Bay kind of figuring it out there in the AL East slowly but surely. The Toronto Blue Jays beat the Milwaukee Brewers today, 8-4. Sean, is this, like you were teasing before we went live, is this a teaser for a World Series appearance this year for the Blue Jays and the Brewers? I don't know.
Who knows? I think
they're the two best teams.
Yeah, I mean, they I don't know if the Blue Jays are the best team,
I think.
But I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. The Seattle Mariners. Go ahead. Sorry.
I think the Tigers are a little better, but I know the Blue Jays are playing a little better right now than the Tigers, but I think overall the Tigers have been playing better.
Seattle Mariners beat the Cleveland Guardians 4-2 today. Seattle is playing very well. Cal Raleigh, Julio Rodriguez, the entire crew out there is figuring it out. We'll get into standings and talk about what's going on there in the AL West. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim beat the Houston Astros 3-0. Those Detroit Tigers beat a Kansas City Royals team trying to work their way into an American League wildcard spot. They beat them 5-0. Sean, I think you're onto something with Detroit being really good. Just saying. It seems like it's heading that way. The Chicago White Sox beat the New York Yankees, ending that 7-game win streak 3-2 today.
That's what we need.
Colorado Rockies beating the Chicago Cubs. The Yankees lose. The Colorado Rockies beat the Chicago Cubs today, 6-5. Not even in extra innings, in regular time play. Incredible stuff happening over there. The San Francisco Giants beat the Baltimore Orioles 13-2. Texas Rangers beat the Athletics 9-6, and the Los Angeles Dodgers beat the Diamondbacks.
The Rangers are surprisingly coming out really fast. We're going to talk about it with the wild card coming up.
Yes, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, NCAA football is back. The South Carolina Gamecocks, I said it. The number 13 team in the country. They beat Virginia Tech 24-11 tonight at 7:30 on ABC. Is number 6 Notre Dame Fighting Irish against the number 10 Miami Hurricanes. That's the Rock's alma mater, by the way, for folks that did not know that. On Saturday, Iowa State beat Kansas State in the Aer Lingus College Football Classic over in Ireland, 24-21. Big win for South Florida over number 25 Boise State, 34-7. Illinois killed Western Illinois, 52-3.
Wow.
It was really rough. Penn State over Nevada, 46-11. LSU over Clemson last night. That was a big surprise. LSU pulling the win over number 4 Clemson. Crazy stuff.
That surprised me.
Sean, Florida State over your Alabama Crimson Tide. 31-17. What happened there? What's going on?
I don't know. I didn't watch the game, so because I was busy doing. But also, what a terrible day for me for the Red Sox losing and Alabama losing. That's like double strikeout right there.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. Also, let me just say, the Florida Gators, number 15 in the country, took on Long Island University out of Long Island, New York. They beat Long Island 55-0. And the roughest score of the entire day, Texas Tech, number 23 Texas Tech, took on Arkansas Pine Bluff. They beat them 67-7, Sean. They beat them by 60 points. These first couple of weeks of college football are rough for some schools.
Oh yeah, it really is. Especially when they're playing. I'm sorry to say some.
Right.
But it has to happen. So.
It does. And then in local college sports here, UConn defeats Central Connecticut 59-13, and our UNH Wildcats beat North Carolina Central 27-10. The Wildcats starting 1-0 heading into their home opener against Holy Cross next Saturday. Should be a great time.
It really will be.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your box score.
What I love even more is pour it over box scores.
Sean, last 10 for the Boston Red Sox and the New York Mets. We are looking at it here. Red Sox with the Guardians coming up next, who are 68-66. They are 7-3 over their last 10. Pretty good for the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing the exact same, not exact same thing as the Yankees, but I think we're the same score, right? I think the last 10 is because I think they lost 3 in a row before that, but
they did. So right around the same as the Yankees. Yep.
I mean, the Mets are not doing terribly, but they're not good. I mean, they're a little over 500 now with like last time you said.
Right. It's our next opponent. That's scary. We're taking on the 79-58 Detroit Tigers. Yeah. I do not see us winning that series. I'm worried we're going to get swept in that one because of how good the Detroit Tigers are.
I think the Red Sox did playing better with the Red Sox. I mean, better than the Mets, especially. I'm looking at the score differences. I think it's just for each game. Like I know we saw the Mets either winning really good or just winning really atrociously.
Yes.
And the Red Sox are like kind of keeping it in between there.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of like today. I mean, like we said, we won 5-1.
Yeah. I mean, it was actually the opposite. So you guys won today 5-1, and then the Mets lost 5-1 today. So
That's not
interesting
5-2,
how those scores.
not
5-2. Sorry, there was an extra run in there. That shouldn't have happened, by the way.
No.
There should not have been another home run there in the seventh, eighth inning. Was that eighth inning? That was an eighth inning home run, I think. Later in the game. Seventh? Okay. So I'm right in the middle of it. Yeah. Interesting stuff coming up there. Yeah, New York Mets 6-4 with Detroit coming up. I don't expect us to play extremely well in that series. If we come out with at least one game, I will say this now, New York Mets fans, one game in Detroit, I will be happy.
Yeah.
One game.
See, I think the problem for us is not losing or winning. I mean, it is, but also we got to look out what the Yankees are doing and the Blue Jays, what their schedule is. So I have to keep right now. I've been keeping the score with the Red Sox and the Blue Jays and the Yankees and see how it's going to line up coming up. So
it's true. And in that, we have a wild card battle starting to play out right now in the American League and in the National League. Yeah, I'm going to pull up the Wild League. Well, the Wild League. Yeah, we can call it the Wild League right now. That totally makes sense, actually. Going to pull up these standings. I'm actually curious to see where we are at with the wild card today. Interesting stuff. There's been some movement today. So let's get into it. Let's talk first about the American League. I got Kansas City, got Mr. Vinny Pasquantino, the Pasquatch over there, Sean. Red Sox up 2.5 over Seattle right now. Seattle holds that last wild card spot, but look who's right behind them. Texas at 2.5. Kansas City at 3. Cleveland at 4.
Damn, Tampa's not too far behind.
I would say after Tampa, those teams are out. I would say safely.
If Tampa, they're on a 3-game win streak in the last 10, 6-4.
Yeah, they're 6-4.
If they keep it up, they could easily, depending how the other teams play, they can easily try to take that wild card spot from the Mariners.
Yeah, because the Mariners right now, I know they're on a 1-game win streak, but they're averaging about 5-5 throughout 10 games.
Yeah,
so they're 500.
Well, funny thing, they're playing Tampa Bay next.
Playing Tampa Bay next. Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, so this is an opportunity for the Tampa Bay Rays to try to make things interesting. I want to talk also about Kansas City too. I know they're 70.
Yeah, because
70 and 67.
It's funny because they're playing. Wait, hold on.
Well, Kansas City.
What? Why does say Kansas City's playing the Angels, but the Angels are playing Houston next?
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, they have Angels versus Royals on the September. Oh, that's on September 2nd. So there must be only a 2-game series.
Oh, wait,
Kansas City has some time off here. Yeah, but you look at Kansas City's schedule coming up. They have the Angels on the 2nd. They have a 3-game series against the Angels. Then they are playing the Minnesota Twins, and then they've got Cleveland before they go to Philadelphia. I mean, there's a real chance that they can win all 3 of those series and make things interesting. Where Seattle, upcoming here, has the Astros, then they get the Rockies, then they get the Dodgers. Okay. So
it's a toss. It's a toss up.
Sorry, they get the Rays, then the Braves, then the Cardinals. I'm sorry, I was looking further down into September.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's better.
It's slightly better. It's not much better. Knowing how these teams are. Texas, though. I mean, Sean, the Texas Rangers here upcoming. They got the Diamondbacks. They have the Astros, and then they play the Brewers.
That's tough. That's gonna be tough for them.
Yeah, I think them being on an 8-2 winning 5 streak right now is going to pretty much come to a halt at some point, unless Wyatt Langford and the pit and those guys can figure it out at this point.
Yeah.
I
mean, for a better schedule. I think the Royals have a better chance than the Angels right now. I mean, looking like you said for the upcoming schedule.
Yeah. You look at their long term. I mean, the Yankees, they are in. It's interesting. I understand that they're at the top of the wild card. They're competing, but they have the Astros, then the Blue Jays, then the Tigers, then the Red Sox.
I mean,
I don't see them winning. Maybe they'll win the Astros series by a couple games, but not Blue Jays, not Tigers.
They're probably going to go 500. Honestly, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Let me see the Red Sox.
Red Sox upcoming schedule is really interesting. They have, if I'm not mistaken,
then the Diamondbacks, and then the Athletics, and then the Yankees.
I think the Red Sox have like one of the easiest remaining schedules.
And then they're playing the Athletics again. Right out the Yankees.
Yeah.
Oh God! I hope that should be. I hope they do something well. And it's gonna be interesting because the last two series is the Blue Jays and the Tigers.
Yep.
And it'd be interesting. Depending how the Blue Jays play, the Red Sox could easily get to the top number one spot.
Absolutely, they could
if they win against those games against the Athletics. Let me see who the Blue Jays are playing. Let me see.
Yeah, while you get that with me, I can start talking a little bit. I know we're looking here at wild card as well.
Blue Jays, go ahead. They got the Reds, so then the Yankees, and then the Astros, and then the Orioles, then the Rays, then the Royals again. No, not again. What did I say again? Then us, and then we're playing the Rays. So I think, not bad. I think they're playing the same amount,
right,
for their Red Sox. But what were you saying before?
Yeah, no, I was just looking at the National League too. Of course, the New York Mets continue to kind of ride that last wild card spot. We have the Detroit Tigers, and then Sean, I'm going to say it. I think this is going to be the series of the year for the New York Mets. We head to Cincinnati and play the Cincinnati Reds starting on September 5th for a 3-game series. That's going to determine that last wild card spot. If the Mets drop even one game there, I have a feeling it's going to get really, really, really tight. We have Detroit, we've got the Cincinnati Reds, then we have the Philadelphia Phillies, then we have the Texas Rangers, then we have the San Diego Padres. The Mets have probably one of the most difficult schedules.
Yeah, so
over the next 10 games.
I just looked up the Reds schedule. So they're playing the Blue Jays, which I hope the Reds beat the Blue Jays for me. But I know you want the Blue Jays to win against.
I would like that. Yes.
So you want to split it down the middle?
Let's split it down the middle. Let's just make it a 500 game. Yeah, let's get 2-2 or whatever.
They're playing 4 games.
Yeah, so 2-2. Let's.
Oh, they're not.
They're not.
No, because I looked.
Just give one to Cincinnati.
Sure, whatever.
That's fine. We'll make up for it.
They're playing the Blue Jays, then they're playing you guys, and then the Padres, and then the Athletics, the Cardinals, the Cubs, the Pirates, and the Brewers. Oh, that's tough. That's really tough.
I want to say they have the third hardest schedule to end the year. Third hardest.
The easiest ones is playing against
Red Sox have one of the easiest, I would say.
I'm saying
the Athletics twice.
Yeah,
there are 2 series with the Athletics.
We have six games left with the Athletics. But I'm just saying,
wow.
I think the Reds have not the easiest, but they only have 2 easy teams they're playing against, which is the Athletics and the Pirates.
So Cincinnati's going to be watching this Mets series against the Tigers pretty closely, I would say. They're hoping that Detroit kind of takes care of the Mets so that when they get them in Cincinnati, that it's really frustrating. I just don't see the Mets pulling out of the next 6 games. I think we'll probably go 2-6. Sorry, or 2-4 is what I mean. I think we'll we'll 500 this. I don't think we're gonna do.
I just hope the Red Sox don't do what they did against the Orioles and drop games like that.
That's the other thing. I mean, the Athletics have played spoilers multiple times this year. The Tampa Bay Rays continue to play spoilers at different times. Baltimore continues to play spoilers in certain series. I mean, that's the factor that we're not talking about. I'm going to remove that for a second because I want to talk to the folks out there. It's the factor that we don't talk about.
Oh, so okay. The teams that I was looking if the Red Sox and Athletics played it before, but no, they haven't played them at all this year.
No, I know they're waiting till the end of the year essentially.
That's so dumb.
That's what I'm getting into here is that those teams are not. They don't have anything that they're playing for, but what they are going to play for is spoiler. And I don't care what anybody says about it. When you got young players who are told by their coaches, listen, you can determine how these playoffs look. You can go out there, prove to the rest of the league, maybe you're going to get a job elsewhere in 2026 by doing so with another team, one of these teams that's going to the playoffs, but play spoiler, go win these games and shake up the league. I love that about baseball, right? But it's scary when both of our teams are in the wild card hunt. It's really scary.
We wouldn't be talking about this if our teams were like this right now.
No. I mean, we wouldn't be talking about Cincinnati. We wouldn't be talking about Seattle. We wouldn't be talking about these teams if we actually won decent games this year. We kept blowing games. Our bullpens kept blowing games.
I feel like this year for both of our teams is like the weirdest. Like the closest we ever we're both on the edge of our teams coming up.
Yeah.
Seeing if we're making it or not. That hasn't happened for both of our teams in a really long time. It's either we make the playoffs and you don't, or vice versa, like last year, because you guys made it and then we didn't, of course. But this year we could easily both be in the playoffs. Not easily, but
which would be amazing. Not easily. It's like we're talking about right now. Not easily. There could be some teams that make that really hard for us over the next few games. It's going to be something to keep an eye on, and I really encourage folks to keep it locked, specifically to our Twitter page, X page, for all the latest news, everything that's going on. We're going to have all those breaking reports, all the things in terms of roster moves, especially like Sean says, with September upcoming. Lots of changes, lots of moves, going to affect the rotations, going to affect bullpens. See what it does for both teams in these upcoming series, of course. So, ladies and gentlemen, the wild card battle is on. It is on.
It is on.
So, one of the other subjects I want to get to this evening is with the Ohio State Buckeyes beating the Texas Longhorns. Now, I wasn't able to get an episode of Big Weekend Kickoff in this week. It was just such a busy week. There was just so much going on.
Hard.
It's hard sometimes.
Next week would be a good time to do it.
Yes, especially with the NFL kicking off as well. But big time in college football, they kicked off this week with number 1 Texas against the number 3 Ohio State Buckeyes. Lee Corso got his final farewell on game day kickoff, which was great. Lee Corso, as you know, Sean, has been like the forward face of college football on ESPN for so long. It was so great to see them honor him as well. And his headgear, always putting on the head.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, did not know, Alabama is his 3rd most picked team
really?
On college game day. Yeah, 3rd most picked.
I did not know that.
So he's put on the elephant head multiple times. We'll just say that. Listen, great game. Was very low scoring.
What was the score? Because I didn't watch the game.
Yeah, so
Texas.
Final score. Yeah, it was 1 touchdown difference. Archie Manning.
Yeah, it was that fourth quarter that was really.
Arch Manning, the grandson of Archie Manning and the nephew of Peyton and Eli Manning, is the starting quarterback for Texas this year. And let me just say this. Kid's got a lot of figuring out to do. This is his first time starting fully with Texas. He came in for like 3 or 4 games last year, performed extremely well. A lot of hype behind him. He's going to be the number 1 quarterback out of the draft. He's going to go here. He's going to go here. Listen, he still has a lot to prove. Ohio State is not a team that you just walk up to and say, hey, we're the number 1 team in the country. We're going to kick your ass. That's just not how that works.
No.
Julian Sayin, really impressive. The transfer portal, the NIL, has really changed up college football in so many different ways. Julian Sayin is coming from another program after, Ohio State moves away. Will Howard gets drafted into the NFL, is now playing as backup for the Pittsburgh Steelers under Aaron Rodgers. They go and they win the national championship last year. They go and when they win, and they're considered the number 3 seed in college football. Tell me, you become the national champion of the year before, and they put you in number 3 rather than number 1. Tell me how that works.
I don't know.
The ranking system makes no sense.
It's the same thing with college basketball and how atrocious the rankings are, especially for March Madness. Like,
UConn wins a national championship and they put them at number 10 the next year, and I'm like, why? Why? Because you lost some players? It doesn't matter. Most of them come back. Plus recruitment, plus NIL, plus stop. The numbers don't matter in the first couple of weeks. They don't really matter.
I hope you, especially for next season, I hope UConn women's since they won a national champion, I hope they put it at number 1. But
with Paige gone though and stuff.
But I don't know if they're gonna we don't know how it's gonna work. Are they gonna put USC up there, or are they gonna put what's the other team? LSU
no, it's South Carolina.
Yeah, thank you, South Carolina.
Yeah. No, I'm really fascinated with basketball. Yeah. Really fascinated with basketball, how they're going to do the rankings. 100%. I mean, you got the Lady Volunteers as well.
I mean, it's
Tennessee.
I mean, the men's won basketball too. It's wasn't Alabama? Alabama was ranked. I believe it was ranked 4.
Yeah, Alabama was number 4.
They should have been 2, honestly.
Correct. It's really frustrating to see, but I mean, obviously, as proven here, the numbers really don't matter when you have 2 top 10 teams playing each other. I mean, Ohio State wins this game against Texas, right? They do it at the end. Julian Sayin does amazing things. Texas obviously is not ready to be the number 1 seed in the country. Ohio State just won a national championship. They proved by beating number 1 Texas that they should be the number 1 seed in the country. There's a lot of talk because that they beat Texas. But Penn State, who's number 2,
I feel like it's
Nevada.
I feel like it's the brand naming of the schools, because I know it wasn't a couple years where Alabama was ranked 1, but they didn't win a national championship.
Yes, because of recruitment, because of multiple factors.
Yes,
I'm
an Alabama fan, but I didn't agree with that because they weren't the best team.
Right. I think, yeah. So the fact, we'll see. The AP poll comes out, I believe, because you still have one more. You have the game tonight, Virginia Tech, or sorry, not Virginia Tech. You have the one game this evening.
Yeah,
that's coming up.
It should be
Notre Dame, Miami.
I mean, we'll look next weekend for
what the rankings are. Yeah,
and see. We'll see what the rankings are.
But it'll be, I mean, the top 25 right now. You got number 6 Notre Dame against Miami tonight. I mean, if Miami ends up winning that over Notre Dame made it really far in the college football playoff last year. It comes down to strength of schedule again. It's the same way in basketball, right? When we get down to Final Four, or when we get to the tournament itself, not Final Four. Yeah. When we get to the actual picking of the teams, they always say, well, this team made it in because of strength of schedule. And then you look at the teams that they beat, and you're like, wait, hold on. How is that a stronger schedule than Alabama in terms of,
Because a lot of the big teams are playing I'm sorry to say, terrible teams. That's why
they're playing D2 teams to start off the year and stuff.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me.
No.
UNH had to go and play UConn last year.
It was so unfair
to start the year. They pay these colleges millions of dollars to say, come play against us to start the year. And then what happens? They just get blown out because it's an easy win for them. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens at the end of the day. But really interesting to see Ohio State taking on Texas, beating Texas. The Arch Manning hype, I think we got to calm down with. This kid's really young. I understand he's carrying the Manning last name, which we know, Sean, what that means to football specifically, if you're a Peyton or an Eli fan.
Yeah.
You got to take the expectations off this kid. Let him play football. Let him play football at Texas. Let him figure it out.
Yeah. It's still early in his career.
Pressure on him.
You see how he does.
Absolutely. So before we get into, go ahead.
I was going to say, before we get into tennis, I want to talk about a little NFL.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get into it. What do you got?
The big trade that happened. Became Pierce Sanders. He's going to Green Bay.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm having for it because, to be honest with you, so much going on in the world. Michael Parsons traded.
Sorry, Cowboys fans. I feel bad for you, but because I feel
what a pickup for the Green Bay Packers, Sean. Right?
That's insane. I feel it's gonna be great for us. I can't wait to see him play. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see.
You got one of the best offenses with Jordan Love and his wide receiver core. You've got a really great defense with Micah Parsons leading it back there. They play the Dallas Cowboys in Week 4,
and we don't have
That's
Aaron
gonna be
Rodgers
something.
anymore. So what's not to love?
Yeah, it's Pittsburgh's problem. That's what you're saying. He's Pittsburgh's problem now. But yeah, no, huge trade. I think a lot of folks were surprised to see Micah go to Green Bay. Of all places, it had been talked about. It had been rumored that Green Bay was going to be in those conversations. New England, the Patriots were also in those conversations as well. But listen, if you're talking about playing for a Super Bowl or trying to get close, Green Bay has made the playoffs the last few years. And has tried to make multiple runs at it. So
yeah, I mean this year we might be able to make it far with them. You
need somebody against the Eagles, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You need somebody on that defense to take on that Eagles offense.
Yeah, Eagles versus Green Bay.
Ooh, NFC Championship game. Wow.
NFC, yeah.
Yeah, snowy Philadelphia or snowy Green Bay. That would be.
Yeah.
That would be sick. I would love that. But yeah, I'm so glad you touched upon it because I totally fell out of my mind with college football.
No, I totally forgot until we were talking about college football. It went into my mind because I was gonna because you told me to text you the
subjects. Yeah.
I don't know how I didn't think about Micah Pearson.
Micah Parsons, yeah. I mean, going to Green Bay was such a big move. And there's more big moves coming as well. Of course, the NFL season kicks off on Thursday of all times. We got Kansas City versus the Chargers, happening in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That's the first game of this year is happening in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Big time game. I mean, we're going to see how good Kansas City is coming off of their embarrassing loss in the
Packers are playing the Browns first game.
Yeah, that should be a good one. And Travis Kelce coming off of his recent engagement too there, Sean. Mrs. Swift there now going to be Mrs. Kelce? No, probably not. Taylor Swift is too iconic. Does Travis Kelce take Taylor's last name is the real question.
She would probably be, I mean, she'll keep the stage name, but legally she would. I mean, depends how she wants to do it. It's a free country, I guess.
Which, by the way, big round of applause to the new couple. Big round of applause. I'm really happy for Taylor and Travis at the end of the day. Specifically, really happy for Taylor.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw any. Did you see any of the interview that she did with the New Heights guys with Travis and Jason at all? Because
I saw a little bit.
She was great.
Yeah,
she was great on there.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying, there's a lot of lovebirds around at the Sports. I love it. I love it.
It's good stuff. It's really good stuff. Speaking of lovebirds, too, one of the new things that we're loving that we're doing here at Paint to the Chat podcast and over at Big Weekend Kickoff as well is the new segment called Tracking the Cats that's coming this fall. Sean, it's not just going to be for the UNH football team. We got a big shout out. We got a nice like and repost from the UNH basketball team as well, the men's basketball team heading into this coming season. Really excited to talk about what's going on with their season. Of course, the University of Vermont has dominated the division for so long and has made the tournament as a number 15 seed each year. But I think UNH has got a really solid basketball team. We will be going to multiple games, of course, this upcoming year as well here in Durham. But I think they've got a really solid team. They've transferred some new guys in from other schools to come and play. Really excited about a couple of the players that we'll talk about near the near future. But Sean, tracking the UNH basketball team here on the show and talking college basketball season is going to be really, really fun.
Yes, but especially the college season coming up. And I mean, it'd be cool to see like where these young athletes go in the future, either going to pro or doing something else. Very up to them. But like you said, it's interesting seeing transfers coming in to play UNH, which I'm excited to see.
Excited to see their upcoming schedule as well. We'll post that schedule. I think what we'll do on the next episode is we'll kind of break down the UNH basketball team heading into this year, look at their schedule, you know what I mean? Kind of like talk more about, where they could place against, a juggernaut like Vermont that continues to be really impressive in the division as well. But actually, this coming Saturday, before you see us live on PTC Rips that weekend, I'm going to be at the UNH versus Holy Cross football game because of my ties with the town of Durham. We've been invited, Shaylin and myself and little Kai, to see the UNH home opener against Holy Cross. But that does not come without an awesome opportunity. I posted this on social media for y'all. We're going to be at Wildcat Stadium next Saturday. It is an exclusive Painting the Chat sticker with the Wildcat football on it, limited quantity. You just got to come find me at Wildcat Stadium. I'm going to have them on me. Get your hand. You might see them stuck around Durham on the UNH campus. Painting the Chat exclusive stickers available at Wildcat Stadium next Saturday against Holy Cross. Sean, I'm going to make sure you get one, though.
Yes.
I'm going to make sure that you get one. Of course, also one of the Fly the Banner stickers as well for folks out there. So you can put them on your laptops. I want to walk around campus, Sean, and see a bunch of these stickers stuck on laptop cases. Like, I think that would be absolutely incredible.
Yeah, maybe I'll put it right on my binder for my cards.
That would be cool. Yeah, give it a shot, right? We'll also have these at upcoming collectors events, card swap events and card shows as well for y'all to just stop us and ask, hey, you guys got those cool PTC Wildcat stickers? You got some of those Fly the Banner stickers? We got them. Come grab your collectibles while you have the chance. So very exciting times. Look forward to seeing everybody at Wildcat Stadium next weekend. Going to be a blast. UNH versus Holy Cross home opener. Sean, let's get into our last subject of the evening here. It's a really good one too, because I think
this
US Open.
This is going to be viewed so much upcoming.
Yeah.
We haven't seen them play together since 2019, where Coco was only 15. She lost against Naomi, but it's so hard to root for. I don't know who I'm rooting for. I mean, I love both of them.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm rooting for Coco. I've always been a Coco stan. Fan.
I love that. Yes.
But I really hope. I wouldn't be mad if Naomi wins. And if she beats Coco, I hope she goes all the way. Like this U.S. Open has been very interesting. We had Taylor Townsend been playing really well. We have Serena Venus lost, but she's playing doubles right now with Leila Fernandez, and they're a really good team together right now. which it's funny to see that Venus saying it was like her best doubles partner since Serena.
Wow.
Saying something. So
That is saying something.
I hope they go far. But this Coco and Naomi match is gonna be fun to watch. And
they've been hyping it up a bunch on Sports Center, across social media as well. Sean, I did not realize either. This is a round of 16 match too. This isn't even a finals match.
No.
The fact that we're getting Coco versus Naomi this early that's about Liverpool. I could care less about Liverpool unless it's Red Sox stuff.
It's went on ESPN, and it says everyone will be watching. Venus Williams says that this is what tennis needs.
Yes.
Especially, yeah.
I mean, we're talking about. I'm not going to say the next generation of tennis because that generation is already taking over. But this is like when Venus and Serena first took their steps into tennis, right? I'm talking Wimbledon. I'm talking the French Open. Like when we first saw them play in top 8 matchups, and it was like, whoa, like they're here to stay.
Yeah.
This matchup is a they're here to stay type matchup. This is a finals grade matchup that we are getting in a round of 16.
Yeah, I know Naomi hasn't been playing recently. I know she had her baby. She had mental issues recently, and I hope she's doing better. But, I mean, this is what they need, and we'll see how it goes. But it starts, like you said, with this is what tennis needs for women's. I mean, the men's also great young guys coming out. We have Ben Schulten and Taylor Fritz. I mean, these young guys are playing really well. Shout out to my mom and dad who's are at the US Open this week.
Hey, shout out Michos. Look at that. US Open.
Well, so I'm sure they're having a lot of fun right now. But
absolutely. Osaka versus Goff odds right now. Naomi Osaka is at plus 150 and Coco is at 150. It looks like they're favoring Coco in this matchup, Sean.
I mean, she won 2 years ago. I almost said she won last year, but no, it was 2 years ago. Coco won the US Open 2 years ago. Who won last year?
Interesting.
Let me look really close.
Yeah, and actually that puts us in a great position here, Sean.
Was it Sablenka who won?
It might have been.
2020. What's the 20 champion? Let's probably right. This will load faster.
You still had to double check.
Okay, it was Sablenka.
Sablenka won. Okay. So, Sean, that puts us in an interesting position here to do something very special. And then I will post these later. I think you know what I'm talking about. I think it's a little time for... That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Coco versus Naomi.
Well, you already know mine because I said mine.
Hold on a second. So, before you repeat it, let's get you center screen. Sean, who do you have? Coco Gauff versus Naomi Osaka.
I think I'm going with Coco. It's going to be a very close game match. Like I said before, if Naomi wins, I wouldn't be mad.
Interesting. I'm in an interesting and precarious situation.
It's just Coco has been playing much better like since her last match. Like they haven't played a match together since 2019. Coco's only 15. Of course, she played a lot. She won a U.S. Open. She won the championship.
Right.
U.S. 2 years ago. I think she won the Australian Open.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. What was that Wimbledon? I think it was Australian Open.
Correct.
Make your pick while I look that up. I should know this.
So Son is going with Coco Gauff. Those odds at under 150 with the spread. So, I mean, you have the odds under 150. The spread is 0.15, 1.5. You know what? Also, give me the Coco Gauff as well. The under 150. I think Coco's definitely coming off of a better play recently. Naomi's had a lot going on. The fact that Naomi's made it this far is pretty amazing. Knowing everything that's happened. Head to head, they're 2-3. I don't know if you knew that.
Wait, say it again.
Head to head, they're 2-3. Naomi with 2 and Coco with 3.
Yeah.
They've played each other 5 different times. As of right now, Coco holds the lead by one game, one match.
Yeah.
So I can see why the spread is the way that it is for tomorrow at 110 on ESPN. But I'm right there with you. I think Coco's got the better chance here.
Yeah.
It's going to be tight. I think we're going to have some real tight moments where play's going to get a little tough and they might jab back and forth. But that's what tennis fans want. I think it's what sports fans want. They just want the back and forth and the ability to watch those two play it out. I don't see there being a blowout in sets. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening in this case. Fourth round matchups usually don't end up that way. It doesn't seem. You know what I mean? But the over is on Osaka 21-5,
Yeah.
which is really interesting. Yeah. So that's U.S. Open tomorrow, 110 on ESPN, Sean.
She won the WTA finals.
Yes, correct.
That's the Grand Slam.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We have one last thing to close out the evening. This is really important stuff, all right? Really, really important stuff. We will have a poll up on social media for this matter. As you can see on the screen here, right? Look at Sean right there. Look at Sean. Right? What's going on over there? What's yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So So he's feeling it over there. And then
I'm just posing.
I'm just, checking out, just might have, put some product in, did some stuff like that. Ladies and gentlemen, who has the better beard?
Out of the three of us.
Out of the three of us. Is it Wally? Is it Sean? Or is it myself? That poll is coming to X and to Instagram over the next 24 hours. We need this vote solved. We need the question answered. So, I mean, I didn't even know Wally did a beard.
Wally beard.
Is it a playoff beard? It's got to be a playoff beard. The reason why you're growing yours is because of playoff beard, right?
Yes. You too, right?
Yeah. I mean, do you think it makes Wally look better at the end of the day?
It reminds me of Mike Napoli. Yeah, that's like, his beard reminds me of Mike Napoli's weird.
I don't know when this was from. It says, welcome to Fenway Park.
When was this?
That's when Sports Authority. That's when Sports Authority was still an actual store. So I don't know. This is probably 2017 Red Sox, probably.
When Napoli was here?
Probably when Mike Napoli was here. That's probably the Napoli beard.
Do you have the video of this?
I don't. However, we should be posting that. We should probably post that. Do the pose, right? Gotta do the pose with the beard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. I was looking for the video. I got sidetracked for a second.
Folks, that poll is going up over on social media. Who has the better beard? Myself, Sean, or Mike Wally, I guess you could call him, from the postseason. Listen, Mike Wally's a fine-looking dude over there. I just saying. Just throwing that out there for the ladies and gentlemen that might be watching this. But, Sean, we have reached that time here in the show. Unfortunately, it's coming to a close. It's a little thing we like to call
plug time.
Plug time. Plug time. Here from Painting the Chat podcast. Thank you all so much for tuning in, Mr. Sean Michaud. Where can good people find you across social media?
Here on X or Twitter. This first time I said X for some reason. I've been saying too much. Twitter, Sean Michaud 1. Instagram at ItZoneZ, and you can find me on TikTok. Just search my name, Sean Michaud, and you'll see my face, whether it be my back that says press, Christian Press numbers.
It's right up there for you. You guys can follow me over on X at Robin W Vogt, X_ Robin W Vogt, over on Instagram at IG_ Robin W Vogt. Please make sure to follow Painting the Chat podcast over on X, over on Instagram at Paint the Chat Pod, over on TikTok for all the clips and everything happening here with the show at Painting the Chat podcast. And for all of you Twitch viewers out there, welcome to the Paint the Chat family. Thank you so much for tuning in over on Twitch. We love to see your participation in the chat, so please come on over here, join the chat, join the conversation. We'll be taking your chats live. We'll be answering questions live from Twitch. So thank you all for joining. And listen, if you're watching on YouTube, like many of you do, make the switch over to Twitch. Come join us over here as well. Mm-hmm. Lots of fun stuff happening. Lots of cool content and everything. So really cool stuff coming down the road. And Sean, big shout out to our good friend, Mr. Dalen of Junk Wax Vintage. Last night, ripping packs for myself.
We'll be showing some of those clips, sharing some of the clips, but also once we get our cards, we'll show on screen or photos.
You ripped some Bo Jackson. I ripped some 2022 Topps Heritage.
Got any previews for next Saturday?
Let's see here.
I only got a couple. I only got a couple so far.
Okay.
Of course, I'm going to be opening these, and I just recently picked up the Optic one.
Ooh, nice.
And probably maybe more in the future. We'll see. We're probably going to go shopping a little bit before we do go live. We'll see.
Right.
We'll see.
Sean, I finally pulled the trigger on this one box.
The mega box?
It's a mega box. It is the 2021 Panini Prism Draft Picks basketball.
Nice.
It's got some good stuff in here. It's got Cade Cunningham rookie, autographs, Prism exclusive orange ice. It's really cool. It's up to 60 total cards in there. Davion Mitchell, Jaden Suggs, Evan Mobley, rookie. Chance to pull an Evan Mobley college autograph USC card would be really great. But lots of stuff coming up on PTC Rips next weekend preview there. Big shout out to Junk Wax Vintage. We're going to be having Dalen on, Mr. Junk Wax himself, here on the show to talk about baseball, talk about the card collecting world, giving you that insight. So we look forward to seeing him there.
Maybe he'll give you guys some tips on how.
Yes.
When I first watched him, he does a lot of great tips of like how to sell cards and how to actually package cards correctly.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah.
Because, you can run into that problem, as he explained last night on his live stream with the eBay seller who sent him something not packaged properly. It was not done very well. It would have made you really mad, Sean, that's for sure.
No, yeah, it would have made me mad. Just a little bit and then a little damage. Oh, God. I'm like
can't do that.
I think he said $150. He bought that card. That's insane.
Wow. Just crazy.
And not having a top loader, it made me mad.
No top loader. What are you doing, guys? What are you doing out there? Figure it out. Anyway, we will see you next weekend. PTC Rips live and direct here from New Hampshire. For Mr. Sean Michaud, my co-host, this is Robin Vogt signing off here on episode 27. Enjoy college football the rest of this weekend. Enjoy baseball. Enjoy life. Enjoy your holiday weekend. Sit back, relax, pop up in a cold one, and we will see you very, very soon. See y'all, folks.
Have a good night, everyone.
See ya.